Hey everyone, your favorite explicator is back. A few months ago, I made this video right here, every layer of the OSI model explained, and you guys seemed to like it. I mean, compared to my other videos, you really seemed to like it. But just between you and me, there is a problem with that video. It doesn't tell the full story. More precisely, it doesn't say anything about the OSI model's more handsome brother, the TCP/IP model. Wait, what? Why on earth would there be two different models? And you're saying they're related? Kind of. Let me explain. Back in the late 60s and early 70s, there was no internet as we know it today. A lot of computer companies were creating dedicated proprietary networks, like ARPANET and IBM SNA, that would allow only their own computers to talk to each other. If you had an IBM computer and your friend had a Mac computer, you simply couldn't send them an email or a picture. That's because your computer spoke one language and theirs spoke another. Until along came these two guys, Vinton Cerf and Kahn. They sat down together and came up with the first paper on the internet titled A Protocol for Packet Network Intercommunication. And the rest is history. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. They were the ones who built the IP and TCP protocols and later UDP. Their work was so good that ARPANET officially adopted TCP/IP in 1983. This is also considered to be the birth of the modern internet. Everyone seemed to be happy. But at the same time, some guys from the International Organization for Standardization had another idea. So they came up with the OSI model, which stands for Open Systems Interconnection. Their goal was to create a model that described what communication between two systems should look like. So here are the actual differences. The TCP/IP model was built by engineers. The OSI model was built by, well, standardization people. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying one of them actually ended up running the internet. The biggest difference is that TCP/IP is a protocol suite. It's made up of real protocols that your computer uses every single day. When you open YouTube, TCP/IP. When you send an email, TCP/IP. When you text your friend, yep, TCP/IP again. The OSI model, on the other hand, is just that, a model. Think of it like the blueprint for a house. It tells you that every house should have a foundation, walls, plumbing, and a roof, but it doesn't tell you whether the walls are made of bricks, wood, or Lego. Now let's compare them. The first thing you'll notice is the number of layers. The OSI model has 7 layers. The TCP/IP model has only 4. Wait, did they forget 3 layers? Not really. TCP/IP simply combines some of them. The OSI model has the application, presentation, and session layers. TCP/IP says, yeah, let's just call all of that the application layer. Nice and simple. At the bottom, OSI separates the physical and data link layers. TCP/IP just groups them together into what's usually called the link or network access layer. Another important difference is their purpose. OSI tries to answer the question, how should network communication be organized? TCP/IP answers a completely different question. How do we actually make computers communicate? One is a theoretical framework. The other is the implementation. So, which one do we actually use today? Well, both, sort of. Every router, every server, every laptop, and pretty much every device connected to the internet uses the TCP/IP protocol suite. Without it, there is no internet. But engineers still love the OSI model. Why? Because it's an amazing troubleshooting tool. Imagine someone calls you and says, my internet doesn't work. Instead of randomly clicking buttons, you can work your way up through the layers. Is the cable plugged in? That's layer 1. Does Ethernet work? Layer 2. Do I have an IP address? Layer 3. See? The OSI model gives us a structured way of thinking about networking, even if the network itself is running on TCP/IP. If you haven't watched my OSI model video yet, make sure to check it out for a more in-depth explanation of all these layers. Oh, and yes, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.